Alara lived where the sun beat down, turning earth to dust. Her village, once green, now thirsted. Fields cracked, crops withered. Children coughed on the dry air. Hope was a fading memory here. Alara, small but resolute, watched her grandmother fetch water, a weary, endless task each day. She saw the sadness in her elders' eyes, a silent plea for rain, for life to return. One sweltering afternoon, a thought sparked within Alara's young mind, a tiny seed of an idea. What if, she whispered to herself, we brought the green back? What if we planted a tree? Her grandmother, weary, simply nodded, not believing, but not wanting to crush the child's spirit. Alara found a single, hardy sapling by the riverbed, clinging to life. It was a hopeful sign. With tiny hands, she dug a small hole in the hard, dry soil near her crumbling mud hut. She carefully placed the sapling in its new home, offering it a few precious drops of water. Days turned into weeks. Alara tended her lonely tree, shielding it from the harsh sun. Villagers passed by, their gazes filled with pity or amusement. A foolish dream, they muttered. But Alara persisted. She learned about roots, about shade, about the stubbornness of life. The sapling, against all odds, began to sprout new leaves, a vibrant, defiant green. It was a miracle, a tiny beacon of hope in the vast, dusty landscape. Alara then found another sapling, and another. Her days became a rhythm of planting and watering. Her small corner of the village slowly began to transform, a patch of emerald in the brown. The air felt a little cooler there, the dust a little less choking. A bird even landed once. Children, curious, began to gather. They watched Alara, their eyes wide with wonder. "What are you doing, Alara?" they'd ask, their voices soft, intrigued by her dedication. "I'm growing a forest," she'd reply, her voice clear, though the idea seemed impossible then. Some scoffed. Others, though, felt a flicker of something long forgotten, hope. One old man, his face etched with hardship, brought her a bucket of precious river water. He didn't speak, but his gesture spoke volumes. He saw something in Alara's unwavering spirit. News of Alara's forest spread beyond their parched village, carried by passing traders. People from neighboring communities came to see, to witness this unusual phenomenon. They saw Alara, still small, but radiating a strength that belied her years, tending her trees. The trees grew, slowly but surely. Their branches stretched, offering nascent shade. Underneath their developing canopy, the soil began to retain moisture, a tiny miracle unfolding. Alara taught the children how to dig, how to plant, how to cherish each young tree. Her small band of helpers grew. The laughter of children mixed with the rustle of new leaves. The collective effort transformed isolated acts into a shared vision, a burgeoning movement. The dry winds, once relentless, now met resistance from the growing, green barrier. Dust storms lessened in intensity. The air, though still warm, felt cleaner, breathable again. Years passed. Alara, no longer a child, stood amidst a thriving young forest. The trees were tall now, their roots weaving a strong, green tapestry across the land. Rain, when it finally came, didn't just run off. The soil absorbed it, deep and gratefully. Wells, long dry, began to trickle, then flow. The sound of running water was music to their ears. Birds returned, their songs filling the air, a symphony of life reborn, a vibrant ecosystem. Small animals, once driven away by the barrenness, found refuge and sustenance in the forest. The village, once a ghost of its former self, pulsed with renewed vitality, a miracle in making. Crops, once impossible, now thrived in the revived, fertile soil, providing sustenance. The children, taught by Alara, now taught their own children the lessons of the forest. The wisdom of patience, perseverance, and the power of a single, steadfast vision. Alara, now an elder, watched her grandchildren play beneath the leafy canopy, laughter echoing. Her hair was streaked with silver, her hands strong and calloused from a lifetime of planting. The forest, her life's work, stood as a testament to her unwavering belief in the power of one. It was a living legacy, a vibrant monument to a girl who dared to dream green in a brown world. Her village, now thriving, was a beacon of hope in the arid region, an inspiration to many. Other villages, seeing their success, began their own planting initiatives, spreading the green. Alara's forest was more than just trees, it was a symbol of resilience, community, and hope. The story of the girl who grew a forest passed down through generations, a cherished legend. It reminded them that even the smallest hands could move mountains, could bring life back. The air hummed with insects, the rustle of leaves, the distant bleating of goats. Life, vibrant and abundant, flourished where only desolation had reigned for decades. Alara often sat by a sturdy old tree, its trunk wide, its branches reaching high. She remembered the tiny sapling, her first act of defiance against the harsh land. She remembered the scoffing, the doubt, the endless days of digging and watering. And now, she saw the emerald expanse, felt the cool breeze, heard the joyful sounds. Her heart swelled with gratitude for the land, for the community, for the miracle of growth. The villagers often brought her gifts, not of wealth, but of gratitude and respect. A hand-woven basket, a freshly baked loaf, a child's drawing of a tree, all expressions. They knew, deep in their hearts, that she had given them not just trees, but their future. The annual festival celebrated not only the harvest, but the forest, its protector. Songs were sung, dances performed, stories retold of Alara and her extraordinary journey. The children would gather around her, their bright eyes reflecting the green light. They'd listen intently as she recounted the early days, the struggles, the triumphs. "Never give up on your dreams," she'd say, her voice gentle, but filled with conviction. Even the smallest seed holds the promise of a mighty tree, a whole new world. Her words resonated, instilled within them the same spirit of unwavering dedication. The forest continued to expand, a living, breathing testament to her vision. It pushed back the desert, inch by precious inch, reclaiming what was lost, bringing life. The water table rose steadily, ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come. New species of plants and animals found their way to this haven, enriching biodiversity. The once parched village became a hub of learning, a model for environmental restoration. People traveled from afar to study Alara's methods, to learn from her profound wisdom. She shared her knowledge freely, inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps. The world needed more Alaras, more people willing to plant a single seed of hope. Her legacy wasn't just in the trees, but in the changed hearts, the restored faith. The children of the forest grew up knowing the value of perseverance, of community effort. They understood that nature, when nurtured, gives back in abundance, a sacred reciprocity. Alara's life was a living parable, a story whispered on the wind, carried by the birds. A story of a girl who, with nothing but determination, transformed her world, one tree at a time. The sun still shone brightly, but now it filtered through a leafy canopy, gentle and kind. The earth, once cracked and barren, was now rich and fertile, teeming with life. The village, once silent with despair, now echoed with laughter, the sounds of thriving life. Alara, the girl who grew a forest, had indeed changed everything, changed their very destiny. Her name became synonymous with hope, with rebirth, with the greening of the earth. And so, the forest continued to grow, a living monument to a remarkable, visionary girl. The shade it offered was deep, the air it breathed clean, the life it sustained abundant. A testament to what one determined soul, with persistent effort, can achieve for all. The scent of damp earth and fresh leaves forever filled the air, a fragrant reminder. The gentle murmur of the wind through the branches was like a lullaby of gratitude. And in every rustle of leaves, every burst of bloom, Alara's spirit lived on, eternally. Her vision blossomed into a tangible reality, a vibrant green dream come true for all. The girl who grew a forest, her legacy firmly rooted, stretching skyward, reaching for the stars. The forest thrived, a symbol of hope and persistence for all to behold. The community flourished, their lives intertwined with the growing green. Future generations would learn from Alara's silent, powerful dedication. Her story, a legend of green, inspired new dreams. The forest kept growing, a testament to her spirit. The water flowed freely, quenching all thirst. Birds nested in the branches, singing sweet melodies. The village prospered, a testament to her will. Alara's wisdom guided them always. Her forest, a living, breathing miracle. A beacon of green in a world of brown. The land rejoiced, forever transformed. Her spirit, forever intertwined with the trees. A legacy of green, for all time. The forest whispered her name. The wind carried her story far beyond the village borders. Travelers spoke of the green oasis in the once dry lands. Scholars came to document the ecological transformation. Alara's simple act had ripple effects across the region. The forest became a sanctuary, a place of peace and beauty. Its bounty fed the village, providing food and medicine. The air was fresh, invigorating, a stark contrast to the past. Children learned to respect nature, to be its guardians. Alara's legacy was etched in every leaf, every flowing stream. Her name, a whispered prayer for a greener tomorrow. The forest, a testament to the power of a single dream. It stood tall, a monument to hope, resilience, and love. A living, breathing testament to a girl's unwavering faith. The green heart of the land, beating strong and true. The forest's canopy grew denser, a protective embrace. New life teemed beneath its shade, a vibrant tapestry. The village thrived, a testament to Alara's enduring vision. Her story, a timeless tale of transformation and courage. The land, once barren, now sang with the joy of life. Alara's spirit, a guiding light for future generations. The forest stood, a living monument to her profound impact. Its roots ran deep, mirroring the strength of her resolve. The air, sweet with the scent of blossoms, filled their lungs. Every rustle of leaves echoed her quiet determination. The villagers lived in harmony, grateful for her gift. Alara, the girl who painted the desert green. Her legacy, a vibrant, flourishing ecosystem. A testament to the power of one, endlessly giving. The forest, her eternal, green embrace. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.